All right, Shalom. Before I begin, let me start out by giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, teaching the course where I learn His truth. All right, peace and salutations to the Lord's elect. All right, today is April the 2nd, year 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. Alright, and I just wanted to come out and speak a little bit. I had a little bit of time to myself. Alright, so I want to come out and speak. Alright, I'm going to do it from in the car because it's quite windy out right now and it'll drown me out pretty good. So, I'll show you the view though, as you can see. Alright. But I'm going to open up right here in the scripture. In Ezekiel 3. We're going to start at the top in verse 1. It say, "Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go and speak unto the house of Israel." Alright. So the hopeful elect men, alright, are gonna be out, speaking unto Israel, alright. They ate this roll, alright, the roll being the Holy Scriptures, alright. And they've been blessed from on high, from Yahweh Shai Shai and the Ruach HaKodesh, supping with them, alright, and they're able to get the understanding, and then they're able to bring it out. So, that's what the men of the Lord are doing right now, and have been doing for quite a long time, alright, going back to our apostles, elders, alright, started with, Abba Bivens, alright, which was Elijah in a previous life, alright. He came back in this life as Abba Bivens, alright. Verse 2, it says, "So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. And he said unto me, Son of man, go get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them. For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech, or of a hard language, but to the house of Israel." Alright, so Ezekiel got the understanding, and the Lord commanded him to go speak to the Israelites. Alright, and he said it was in his belly for sweetness, alright, because when you understand this truth, alright, this is the greatest knowledge known to mankind. This is the greatest knowledge ever that could be ever obtained, alright. So of course, when you understand it and you coming in and you in the beginning stage, and you realize, the Lord then only loves you. He called you to this. It's a very, very, man, it's a great feeling, all right? We've all experienced it, all right? All right, verse 6, "Not too many people of a strange speech, not too many people of a strange speech and of an hard language, whose words thou canst not understand. Surely had I sent thee to them, they would have hearkened unto thee. But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me. For all the house of Israel are impugned and hard-hearted." All right, and on this side where we at today, them niggas is back. All right, 2 out of 3 of them gonna die as well. All right, you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, through the seed of your fathers, all right, you're the Israelites today. All right, and over here in the land of the north, 2 out of 3 of you are numbered to the sword to be destroyed. All right, because you're not listening to the Lord. All right, you didn't listen to the Lord, and you ain't gonna listen to the men of the Lord. All right, you're hard-hearted, stiff-necked, all right, rebellious people. All right, and the Lord gonna kill you on this side. All right, that's what the scripture just said. All right, so again it say, "Behold, the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me. For all the house of Israel are impugned and hard-hearted. Behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead strong against their forehead." All right, because in order to be a man of the Lord, you got to go out here and speak to these wicked, rebellious niggas, all right? And while you doing that, you're going to get all kind of looks, all right? You're going to get all kind of, you know what I'm saying, you know how Jake is. We came up in the world around Jake, all right? We know how these niggas get down, and they'll bring it to you, all right? And the Lord said, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to make your face hard against their face. So these people can't scare us with their hard looks and their mean mugs and ice grills and shit. It ain't That's not working against the men of the Lord, or the believers of the men of the Lord as well, but it's especially the men of the Lord who are here teaching. All right. Let me say, behold, I made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead strong against their foreheads. As an adamant harder than flint have I made thy forehead. Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. All right, so the Lord said, don't fear them. All right. Man's goings of the Lord. All right, so if the Lord got you out preaching and teaching, all right, and you encounter one of these wicked niggas, the Lord got them there as well. All right. And the Lord ain't got us out here to be, you know what I'm saying, no fucking punching bags or no, you know what I'm saying, no toy to be toyed with by these fucking people. All right, the Lord ain't that. The Lord is a man of war, and his men are warriors, just like he's a warrior. All right. Let me jump down a couple verses to verse 17. It says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hit a word at my mouth, and give them warning from me. All right, verse 18, when I say unto the wicked, and it's talking about you Jakes, 2 out of 3 of you Negroes, Spanish, and American, you're considered wicked on this side, all right? It say, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. All right, so if we don't go out here and warn our people, all right, and you know what I'm saying, just at least, you know what I'm saying, let them know what time it is, then the blood will be on our hands, all right? But verse 19, yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. So by going out here teaching, you know what I'm saying, and professing the words of Yahweh Shema Shai that was given on to us from on high, you know what I'm saying, and telling Jake what time it is, that gets their blood off of our hands. All right, and the Lord gonna kill them either way, cause this ain't for them, all right. But they still gotta be told, all right. And the majority of the heavy lifting, as far as the ministry goes, is done, you know what I'm saying, on YouTube, all right. You can preach in a specific location that you're at, upload it on YouTube, and millions around the world can have access to it. That's what I mean when I say that, all right. And we ain't gotta go to different cities and different states and all that, countries and none of that to preach the word, all right. I'm saying, though it is brothers from GMS in all different places like that, you know, different countries in all the different states and whatnot, but you know, that's just the body. You as the individual, you know, you got to make your own calling and election sure, all right. You know, you can't go. The body can't get you into the kingdom, all right. You got to do your part. You know what I'm saying, to get your own self, all right, on your Yahweh Shema Shai's good side, all right. Let's see where we going now. All right, what was that? That was Ezekiel 3. All right, I'm gonna read some of this in Daniel 12. All right. Start at the top in verse 1. It say, and at that time, the time that they're speaking of is the time of Jacob's trouble. All right, 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. All right, we are a week away, all right, from the quote-unquote solar eclipse that's coming. All right, you know what I'm saying? It's very interested to see what goes down before, during, and after that. All right, you know, let me see where else we got. We just came out of the Passover. All right, and the Feast of Unleavened Bread. All right, so, you know, this is usually the time when Yahweh Shema Shai starts, you know what I'm saying, cranking that knob up and bringing out them judgments. All right, you know, even though judgment goes forth every day, all right, we're coming into a time where the Lord is going to start judging at a much greater clip, all right. You know what I'm saying? What we would normally see on any given day, say it was 5 to 10 people die. We're going to start coming into them days where we're going to see 500, 5,000 people die, all right? Because that's what the Lord is going to do, all right? And Jacob's trouble is going to bring the pain to a lot of, you know what I'm saying, not only Jake, but you heathens as well, all right? So continuing Daniel 12 and 1, and at that time, again, Jacob's trouble, shall Michael stand up. Michael is the archangel, all right, the angel right under Yahweh Shai, all right, the great prince was standing for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation. Even to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. All right, that's the elect. All right, the house of David. All right, chosen, preordained spirits before the foundation of the earth was even laid. All right, and they're here today. All right, seeking that reward. All right, seeking Yahweh Shemiyah to obtain that reward. All right. You know, and 2/3 of our people there are doing the complete opposite. All right, these niggas just celebrated Easter yesterday. All right, was that yesterday? Yesterday Easter? No, today the 2nd. A couple days ago, yeah, Sunday. Niggas was celebrating Easter and shit. You know what I mean? Had their children all dressed up. You know what I'm saying? Giving speeches in their harlot house. All right, all these niggas had on colorful suits and shit. All right, you know what I'm saying? Just that shit that Jake does. All right, 1 second. All right, I spent it around. It's on me now. But yeah, just doing that shit that Jake does. All right, you know, going in the ways of the heathen. All right, let me read that right quick. Praising red Jesus. All right, this is Jeremiah 10, starting at verse 1. It say, "Hear ye the word which the Lord Yahweh Shemiyah was speaking unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shemiyah, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them." All right, so learn not the way of the heathen. All right, for the customs of the people are vain. All right, fucking celebrating rabbits laying eggs and shit. All right, rabbits don't even lay eggs. All right, that's complete, absolute madness. All right, y'all forgive me, I ended up knocking it off. But yeah, as I was saying, no, they was out there doing Easter egg hunts and shit, you know, all of that, you know, what I was seeing a lot of images of red Jesus and what's that quote? He has risen next to him and shit. Well, where the fuck he at? All right, you know what I'm saying? Where is your red doggy haired, blue eyed devil work king at? All right, you know what I'm saying? That you niggas worship. All right, where is he? All right, Cesare, the fuck out of here. Or Serapis before he was Cesare. All right. Our people just, man, they worship anything, all right? That's why the Lord gonna come back and, you know, kill 2 out of 3 of them over here in this land, all right? This is Amos 3 and verse 1. It say, "Hear this word that the Lord, Yahweh Shemiyah had spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities." All right, and one of you Jake's biggest iniquities is that idolatry. All right, that worshiping of other gods and shit. All right, you niggas are yet this day worshiping these idols and shit. You know what I'm saying? What it say? It's one in Isaiah. It's one in Jeremiah too. When it says, "Seest thou not what they do us in the streets of Jerusalem?" All right, Jerusalem being a people before it's a place today. All right. But read this. This is Jeremiah 11. Let's see. We're gonna start at. Let's start at verse 6. It says, "Then the Lord said unto me, proclaim all these words in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem, saying, Hear ye the words of this covenant, and do them. For I earnestly protested unto your fathers in the day that I brought them up out of the land of Egypt, even unto this day, rising early and protesting, saying, Obey my voice. Yet they obeyed not, nor inclined their ear, but walked every one in the imagination of their evil heart. Therefore I will bring upon them all the words of this covenant which I commanded them to do, but they did them not. And the Lord Yahweh Shemiyah said unto me, a conspiracy is found among the men of Judah and among the inhabitants of Jerusalem. They are turned back to the iniquities of their forefathers, which refused to hear my words, and they went after other gods to serve them. All right, that's what I was trying to get at right there. And the house of Israel and the house of Judah have broken my covenant which I made with their fathers. Verse 11, therefore thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon them which they shall not be able to escape, and though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them. All right, that day is coming again for you, Jakes. All right, the Lord said he ain't going to hear your cries in that day. All right, in fact, the Lord said he's going to do this. Let me go to Proverbs 1. We're going to start at verse 24. It say, because I have called and ye refuse, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. The Lord calls and the Lord speaks through his men. All right, the prophets, which have been since the world began. All right, verse 25. I wasn't trying to rhyme either. It say, but ye have sat not at all my counsel and with none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. That's what the Lord gonna do to you niggas when he bring that evil on you and you start hollering and screaming. All right, for him to save you and to help you. The Lord gonna laugh at you. He gonna mock you. All right, and he gonna do it through his men. All right, gonna let you see it. All right, verse 27. When your fear cometh as desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. When distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall you call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord, they were none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. All right, they despised the Lord's men, because that's how you get the words from the Lord, through his men. And you people despise it. Therefore shall they eat the fruit. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearken unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from the fear of evil. All right, so the Lord gonna mock you, gonna laugh at you, all right? He gonna give you over to all of the evil imaginations of your heart too. The Lord gonna bring your worst fears upon you. Let me get that right quick. Go to Isaiah 66. In verse 4, it reads, I also will choose their delusions and will bring their fears upon them, because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear, but they did evil before mine eyes and chose that in which I delighted not. All right, there you go again. All right, verse 5, hear the word of the Lord, ye that tremble at his word. All right, you're supposed to tremble when you hear these words, all right, from the prophets, from the men of the Lord, all right. You know, I remember the first time I heard, you know what I'm saying, the men of the Lord bringing out the things they was bringing out. You know, again, it was sweet at first, all right, because they was talking about Esau, and I didn't even know, I had never heard that name before. And they was like, man, that's the so-called white man. And they was going into how he's the devil, how he's the wicked, how he's going to be destroyed, he's going to be a slave, and so on and so forth, and how we're Jacob, and we're going to be kings, and so on and so forth. Man, that made me feel amazing. I was like, man, this is awesome, all right. But then you get the bitter side of the truth, all right? You know, when you want to tell everybody and they ain't receptive to it, and they start looking at you crazy. All right, you start getting them you know what I'm saying, them funny looks from them and shit. You know, you get them whispers behind your back from your family and shit. You know, just the whole temperature in the room change. All right, your spirit and their spirit are no longer on the same wavelength. All right, you know what I mean? It's just different. All right, then you start understanding, you know, what the Lord's coming back to do. The Lord coming back to destroy and kill 2 out of 3 of his people that live over here in the land of the north. All right, you know. Hey, the Lord coming back to do some crack, some. The Lord coming back to get his lick back. All right, and as you get longer in the truth, you know, you start realizing that these niggas deserve it. All right, they fucking deserve it. They need it. All right. Because you realize what they've done and what they do in this life is wicked. But think about what they done in their previous lives, all right? These them same reincarnated spirits that gave Yahushua to be crucified, all right? Same wicked niggas that killed the prophets, All right, same wicked niggas that, you know what I'm saying, refuse to listen to the prophets, all right? What they say, let Yahweh's blood be on them and their children, all right? They did all of that. They said all of these things, all right? So, it's only right that they, be rewarded for the fruit of their ways, as the scriptures say, all right? So, again, it's Isaiah 66:5. Hear the word of the Lord, ye that tremble at his word. Your brethren that hated you, that cast you out. For my name's sake saith, let the Lord be glorified, but he shall appear to your joy, and they shall be ashamed. All right. Hey, the scripture tell you in these last days, in the end, all right, the wicked jakes are gonna see the righteous jakes receive their reward, all right? Right before the Lord drop them nukes on their ass, all right? He gonna let them see them. He gonna let, right before the Lord drop them nukes, he gonna let the wicked 2/3 see the 1/3 get beamed up out of this place, all right? This place being America, all right? It's gonna be all worth it in that day, all right? It's all worth it now, of course, but it's gonna really be all worth it in that day, because you will know, you know what I'm saying? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh got you out of here. They delivered you, all right? As well as your household, because a lot of, people going to be joined on to the men of the Lord, all right? Women and children, so on and so forth. All right, let me read this one. Malachi 3:6, for I am the Lord, Yahweh Shai, change not, therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed, all right? Deliverance and salvation in heaven is only for Jacob, all right? Now is all the nations going to be in heaven? Heaven's going to, first off, going to take place on this earth. All right, and all the nations are going to be there. Now, they're not going to be rulers in heaven. Absolutely the fuck not. All right, no. They're going to be servants and slaves, all right? Bondmen and bondwomen, all right? Slave man, slave woman. That's what these other nations are going to be in the kingdom of heaven. All right, the Israelites are going to be the kings, all right? That's what the kingdom is for, kingdom, all right? Domicile where the king's going to dwell, all right? Starting with Yahushua, right? And we're going to be a nation of kings. As the scripture says, we're going to be a nation of kings and priests, all right? And we're going to minister to these nations, all right? You know what I'm saying? We're going to teach them the law, statutes, and commandments, you know what I'm saying, through lash and whip, all right? You know what I'm saying? And with those scepters that the Lord going to give us, all right, to crack them upside their damn skulls, all right? That's how we going to make these nations get in order, all right? We ain't gonna just talk to them, all right? We gonna beat these laws, statutes, and commandments into them, all right? And they got a 1,000-year sentence, all right, in order to get it right. That's how long it's gonna take, all right? And think about it. Oh, excuse me. The scriptures tell you, one day with the Lord is 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is one day, all right? So these niggas got a 1,000-year-long sentence. Well, these heathens, man, you know what I'm saying? Let me say it that way. These heathens got a 1,000-year-long sentence that they finna serve out. That's gonna be a long ass time, bro. All right, they ain't gonna get no rest except on the holy days and of course on the Sabbaths. All right, but outside of that, they're gonna be working. All right, sun up to sun down and however else long we want them to work. All right, gonna be doing back-breaking work too. All right. I've been watching. They've been playing this shit a lot on the TV. Django. They've been playing this shit a lot. All right, so I've been watching it. And it was at the end, right before the end, when they had Django hung upside down after he shot up the house and shit right after they killed Calvin. All right, and Samuel L. Jackson was talking to him, the house nigga. All right, he was like, "We're gonna sell your ass to like Quincy Mining Company." I think what he said, like Quincy Mining Company, some shit like that. All right, and he was like, "Nigga, when you get there, they're gonna give you help. They're gonna give you a sledgehammer and a name, and they're gonna tell you start picking, nigga. Start breaking big rocks, little rocks, nigga." They saying they don't do no back talk. Like first word of sass you give them, they gonna cut your tongue out. He giving this nigga the whole spew, the whole rundown. Like, and they does it good too. You ain't gonna bleed out. You know, cut your shit out and like, and you gonna break them big rocks to little rocks all the way up until your fucking back give out. Then they gonna take that shovel, hit your ass in the head with it, throw you in a nigga hole, and that's gonna be the end of you. That's how we gonna do you Edomites. All right, you know what I'm saying? We gonna do you Edomites the same way. All this goddamn concrete that you done put around the world and shit, your ass gonna break that shit up, all right? You know what I'm saying? You gonna do it, all right? And your bitch ass heathen brothers gonna help you, but that's gonna, you know what I'm saying, on my plantation, or put it this way, Lord willing, I'm of that number of the men that get beamed up, you know what I'm saying? They get to come back down here and put this earth in order, all right? I pray that the Lord send me, all right, on the mission to gather you Edomites up, and that's gonna be one of your jobs, all right? You're gonna break up all this goddamn concrete. All right, I'm gonna have specifically that job laden for you Edomites. You gonna break this goddamn shit up. All right, you built it, you lived on it, you break it up now. All right, you know what I'm saying? Might have Ham, little filthy, nasty black ass out there. All right, assistant, but Esau, you gonna do the breaking the shit up. All right, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let me read some more scriptures, y'all. And Lord willing, you know what I'm saying, it's edifying. Again, it's just a little impromptu, you know what I'm saying? Spiritual rant, if you want to call it that. All right. Chilling out here at the lake. Let me see, where we going? All right, I'm gonna read this in Galatians 4 and 16. It say, "Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?" All right, and that's to you Jakes out here, all right? You know, Elder Matazakba in South Carolina. You know, Big Elder, he did a video the other day showing the crazy ass nigga woman, all right, talking about those that have been misled by Hebrew Israelites. Man, get the fuck out of here, all right? You just wasn't chosen, all right? You just don't get it, all right? Ultimately, the Lord don't want you. And your tongue is gonna be your fucking destruction, all right? Because now you done opened your fucking mouth. Scripture tell you, you better off to keep your fucking mouth closed than to go out there and run your mouth, all right? That sword, that's your tongue, all right? And now you're gonna, you know, eat of the fruit of your ways, woman, all right? Because you don't think the truth is the truth just because you don't accept it, all right? Oh, the fuck will, all right? That's another thing that makes this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding so precious, all right? Because the Lord told us how you niggas was gonna come with it. I read it in Ezekiel. The Lord told us how you niggas was gonna come, all right? And He made us hard enough to deal with, all right? All of that madness, all right? If you ain't in this truth, all right, pretty much, you know what I'm saying? We don't trust you niggas, all right? As the new Future and Metro album says, all right, we don't trust you niggas, all right? If you ain't in this truth, we don't trust you niggas, all right? That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And we damn sure don't trust you Keishas, all right, and you Evas, all right? You know what I mean? The Lord told us not to trust you, all right? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna actually read that scripture right quick. Talking about Isha and Kiva. Eva and Keisha. You know what I'm saying? This is Micah 7 and 5. Trust ye not in a friend. Put ye not confidence in a guide. Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom. Alright, so how you love that? You know what I'm saying? We don't trust you niggas. Nope. Alright. We actually set against you, alright? You know what I'm saying? The Lord is, you know what I'm saying? That's that division. You know what I'm saying? I always read that in different translations, but it tell you in Luke chapter 12 about how the Lord is coming to bring the division. Say, I bring not peace, but division. All right, coming to set households apart. You know what I'm saying? Coming to set families apart. Coming to divide nations. All right. The only people who gonna be on the same accord and rock to the same beat is the elect, all right? Because the scripture tell you about that. It was a new song, and no man could learn that song or sing it but the 144,000. All right, those are the governors, you know what I'm saying, the government of Israel, all right? The prophets, the teachers, all right? They gonna sing the song, and then you got the 1/3 who can understand the song as well, all right? Because the scriptures do speak about those who can receive prophets in the name of prophets are gonna receive prophets' rewards. So, you know, if you can't dance to this tune, you can't catch this beat, and shit, you gonna die. All right, the Lord gonna kill you. Let me see. Where we going with it right quick? All right, this 2 Peter chapter 2. All right, I'm gonna start at man, let me see. I want to start. I'm gonna say we're gonna start at man. Shit, I read the whole thing. Let's read it from the top, starting at verse 1. They say, but there was false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that brought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. All right, that's these other camps out here. All right. Let me see verse 2. And many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of. And through covetousness and with covetousness shall they with friends' words make merchandise of you, whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not, and their damnation slumbereth not. For if God spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, and delivered them into chains of darkness, to be reserved unto punishment, and spared not, and spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. All right, and when they're saying, Lord, when they say He spared not the angels that sinned and cast them down into hell, that's talking about us. We got cast down here into hell, into, you know what I'm saying, slavery. All right, under these fucking nations. All right, you know what I'm saying, into chains of darkness. All right. Let me see. Verse 6, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly. And America is spiritual Sodom and Egypt, and the Lord gonna destroy this place with the ICBM missiles. Those gonna be what the Lord used this time. All right, He gonna rain fire on America as well. All right. Verse 7, and deliver just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, all right? Lot is representing the elect today, all right? That's why the scriptures say in Ezekiel 9, set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for the abomination that be done in the midst thereof, all right? That mark is an exemption from judgment, all right? So we're in the men of the Lord, the hopeful elect men of the Lord, and the light of Lot. That's what it is, all right? So let me read it, continue on. Verse 8, for their righteous man dwelling among them, and seeing and hearing, vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. And that's how we, or, you know what I'm saying, in this time we in now. We hate being around you niggas, all right? We don't trust you niggas, and we hate being around you, all right? Verse 9, the Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations, and to reserve the unjust until the day of judgment to be punished. And that's what we coming into, that day where the unjust is going to be punished. All right, Jacob's trouble. All right. But chiefly, them that walk after the flesh in the lust of uncleanliness, and despise government, presumptuous are they, self-willed. They are not afraid to speak evil of dignities. Whereas angels, which are greater in power and might, bring not railing accusation against them before the Lord. But these is natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed, speak evil of the things that they understand not, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption. All right, and judgment is going to start at the house of Israel. So a lot of Jake that know that Israelites are going to get destroyed, all right, you know what I'm saying, starting with the camps, all right, you know what I'm saying, that's outside of GMS, not teaching the same doctrine of GMS, all right. You can be in a different camp all day, it's cool. But if you ain't got the proper doctrine, which is taught from the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, then you ain't got it, all right? And you gonna be destroyed because you misleading the people, all right? Scripture tell you don't add to or take away from the word, all right? So again, so it just said these natural brute beasts made to be taken and destroyed. He's just playing a role, all right? You're playing a role into weeding out the undesirables, all right? Your role is needed. You know what I'm saying? The Lord did establish false prophets, all right, to get the 2/3, and you know what I'm saying, you undesirables over there. All right, and he set up his real prophets and teachers to keep his elect over here on the right hand side, all right? So let me continue and say, verse 13, and shall receive the reward of unrighteousness as they count it pleasure to riot in the daytime, spots they are in blemishes, sporting themselves with their own deceivings while they feast with you, having eyes full of adultery, they cannot cease from sin, beguiling unstable souls. In heart they have exercised with covetous practices. Cursed children, all right, again. Cursed children, all right, let his blood be on us and our children, all right. They back today, these are cursed spirits, all right, which have forsaken the right way and are gone astray, following the way of Balaam, the son of Bozor, who loved the wages of unrighteousness, all right? And that's how our people are today, all right? They love the wages of unrighteousness, all right? You know what I'm saying? The scripture said in Isaiah 1, our people loveth gifts and seeketh after rewards, all right? They can be bought off and paid for, all right? That's why when Evil E get ready to roll out this microchip that he coming with pretty soon, it ain't gonna be hard for them to sell it to our people. All right, you know they gonna do what they always done. All right, join on to the heathen, make that covenant. All right, you know what I'm saying. And that day is fast approaching. All right, where E is gonna come with that charagma that it speaks of in Revelation 13 and 16. All right, you know. But you know if you got this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, the Lord gonna keep you from that. All right. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, that's the Lord's mark, all right? He wants whoever receive it to receive it, and he wants whoever to not to receive it, not to receive it. So, just put your trust and faith in Yahweh Shemel Shai, you know what I'm saying, and you all good, all right? So, that's pretty much it, you know what I'm saying? Lord willing, this was edifying. Again, this was just a little impromptu sit down. All right, acts like it's gonna rain. All right, and I wanted to just come out and speak a little bit. And Lord willing, it was edifying, so... any questions, comments, anything like that, just leave them in the comment section. I'll be sure to clear it up. All right. Trying to be out here tomorrow again to do the camp, Lord willing. All right. So, yeah. All honor, glory, and praise go to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, teaching the course where I learn this truth. All right. Peace and salutations to the Lord Select. Form Yasharala and Wild Bible Ball. Shalom, Michael.